Hey man,
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, having a nice day in the middle of the summer, so it's pretty nice outside.
It's winter here,
Yeah. Where are you at right now?
Norway.
Oh, you're in Norway. That's awesome. Yeah, I have a friend from Norway. He always complained about the weather, so I don't know. Yeah, well, just to start, I just wanted to know if you knew anything about The Witcher before taking the role, if you knew anything about the games or the novels, if you read anything, or if this was your first experience with the story.
Well, of course, The Witcher has always been known and mostly throughout because of the games, right?
Yeah.
But so I hadn't gone into it in a special way. I've just been seeing people playing it, stuff like that. So, and I joined the show before the first season was aired. So
Oh,
for me, like the first impression of the whole universe was through the show, and then I went to the books, and then I've bought the games. I'm ready to get into that. So yeah, the show was the way in, definitely.
okay. So you tell me you joined the show before season one aired. So I guess your first experience actually was with the shooting. You didn't see the first season before working on the second one.
Well, I just joined the show before I saw the show, but
Okay.
I saw the show and then I shot the show.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes sense. So I also wanted to know what attracted you to this role in particular.
Well, first of all, I just love the guy. I thought Nivellen was a beautiful, warm, secretive, and funny, and had all these layers of remorse and shame that interested me a lot. And so I felt he was like very like had many dimensions and layers. So, and first of all, he seems like just a funny lad, but the more you get to know him, you understand there's more to it than that, you know. So just thought he was a wonderful character. Loved to play him.
No, yeah, no, definitely that makes sense. And I guess also because of his the way he interacts with Gerald, with Henry Cavill's character, I guess. So how was working
Yeah.
with him?
Oh, that was wonderful. He's a true gentleman and a lovely person, and I also love to work with Freya.
Yeah.
And we did shoot this on Nivellen's mansion, where where the whole set was built up, and every
Ooh.
painting was on the walls. So we became a small ensemble working on this episode for a very long time, and we had a blast, and it's nice to, I think, even in the first episode you get to know Geralt and Ciri in new ways, and you see different sides of them. And I think it's the whole like purpose of this second season is that you go deeper into the characters, and the show is more linear, and you get to know them in new ways, and that's the beauty of a series.
No, yeah, of course. So speaking more specifically about Nivellen, what can you tell me about the makeup and prosthetics that are involved in the creation of your character and your interpretation?
Well, first of all, it's like the books have described him, the fans have been drawing him, and
Yeah.
so there were already a lot of like images of him in online and in books and stuff like that. So, and in the game, so we had to like have that in mind. So we created a character and a beast that had elements of how the fans perceive him, right?
Yeah.
So it's done in like 95% prosthetics. So I have a big suit that's like sculptured around my body,
Well,
and it's my nails stick into his nails. So and the hands like are it was a little bit of physical job for me. And then you have a camera on my face all the time that captures every expression I give, and it's been it's a difficult thing to do with CGI, that to show, you know, nuanced feelings, because very often the beast can be like angry or funny. It's like very basic feelings, but
Yeah.
Nivellen has all these layers and is hiding, and it's these small nuances, and I'm so happy that I managed to capture what I did on the day and make the mask live, because I really think it does.
No, yeah, of course. And for example, for the performance capture that you were mentioning, did they only use what you did in the day, or did you have to return during post-production to add more layers or to add other expressions or stuff like that?
No, the thing was that I made a voice to fit the character on the day, but I thought we were supposed to like do it like, you know, to after sync it or like make a new voice when I see the character. But we kept the voice from the day, and everything we did on the day with what was captured with that camera, and everything was kept as it was actually. So and that's beautiful. And you know, in scenes like this, you need to be interacting in with the other cast members, and so that's how it becomes. You can't plan. You know, there's so much you can't plan. So I'm very happy that what we did is what you see.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah. And I was wondering also if you had any particular inspiration for the way you interpreted the character. For example, I know that he has been compared sometimes to the Beast from Beauty and the Beast because of the whole curse angle and the fact that, you know, and his backstory. So I was wondering if you had any inspirations.
Well, first of all, the Beauty and the Beast is the inspiration for when the author wrote it, right? And that's his thing. He just steals and picks and chooses from legends and fairy tales and other stuff, and then he makes his own twist on it, right? So when I was doing scenes with Siri, it felt like this really feels like Beauty and the Beast, right? But it's just much darker. So, well, the inspiration, I watched a lot of boars, you know. I watched the animal and tried to understand how they walk and how they do it. So you know, that's what. So that's was try to always go to nature. The answer is always somewhere in nature.
Yeah, because I guess that grounds the way you interpret the character, because you're basing it on something that's real, that exists in our world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. And well, I think I only have 2 minutes left. So lastly, I'd like to know, how do you think this second season compares to the first one?
Well, the first season had to introduce the whole universe, and it was told in many layers of time. So it's like you really need to watch the first season twice to really get it. This season is more based around family feelings, you know, and about and it takes it to other dimensions emotionally, and you get deeper into the characters, and now we know the universe, so now we can like dive into the specifics of the people. But of course, the horrible beasts are on the roll, and you know, it's more of what people loved from the first season. But I think everybody's saying that they love this season, and it's wonderful. This is going to be hopefully continuing till the end of days.
Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely. Well, I think that's all the time we have. Thanks very much for the interview. It was a pleasure
All the best,
to
man.
know you and to talk to you. Thank you.
All the best, man. Good luck with everything.